Mr. Executive, Rod Serling is here to see you.
Oh, good. We got a lot done last time. I hope to continue it.
What are you talking about, Mr. Executive?
Last time Serling was in here, he was really coherent, way less arrogant. Seemed like he really understood how this whole thing works.
Sir, the last time Rod was in here, he was raving about how he realized if you bend your wrists at the right angle, you could put your shoes on your hands and walk upside down. He wasn't very good at it and kept falling over into plants and low-level personnel. We sent a janitor home early because of a sprained elbow.
Really? That's not how I remember it. Just send him in.
Mr. Executive.
Oh, God, you're back to normal. Well, normal for you, anyway.
That's right. And I reckon everything's gone back to normal now that old Rod is in town.
Rod, why are you talking like an Old West sheriff?
Because I've got an amazing story that's going to arrest your sense of wonderment and hang it in the gallows.
Oh, wait. You're gonna kill my sense of wonder?
No, of course not. My sense of wonder is a great horse. I'd never kill it.
Wow, Sheriff Rod. You need to get yourself a rope and lasso up the Russell Beans because you're not making any sense.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Big Executive. I just spent 2 days crawling out of the desert after being nearly sacrificed to a non-existent god by my own cult. So I'm sorry if I'm making Wild West references and talking like a lizard. I'm trying my best.
You're not talking like a lizard.
Oh, then I guess it's you doing that.
Hold on a minute, Rod. You mean to tell me you were really kidnapped by a cult, and the last time you came in here was actually a different man? Dolores said you were walking on your shoe hands and injuring, technically, staff.
Yes, but I told them a story about the power of magic, and they ran off to discover its secrets.
But why are you and I the only ones who remember what really happened?
Well, luckily for us, the fools used voodoo, which, as we all know, only works as well as the victim believes in it. Which I don't respect enough to believe in, and they just plain forgot to mention it to you.
That doesn't explain Dolores. Boop! Dolores, do you believe in voodoo?
Oh, yes, sir. My father was an African voodoo priest.
Oh! That's weird. I always thought you were white.
No, I am, sir. We're South African. If you want to look up any of his teachings, his name is High Priest Thebig Talwish.
They irritate the irritated, flex perplexities, poise puzzles, magnify mysteries, impose inquiries, and coagulate quandaries. But more importantly, they ask one question.
Why would you make this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for listening. This is Why Would You Make This, the only podcast to achieve its dreams, but then decide, no, people are stupid for liking us and losing everything, leaving you to ask the question, why would you make this? I am Jimmy Time. I'm joined by my co-host, Huge.
That's right. I'm back from my forced sabbatical. The muckety mucks over at Why Would You Make This Productions told me to, tone it down because of the kids. But fuck them. Fuck them kids. I'm back. Well, I'm sorry, what was the question?
How much did they pay you to kill Epstein?
Yeah. Yep, that was the question.
I'll never tell.
We're also joined by J Delta Wagwan.
Wagwan.
How much did they pay you to kill Epstein, huh? Trying to deflect, is that what it is?
Look, I have to go get something from my car, which is outside. Goodbye.
It's also solid gold. I didn't mean to ask you about that.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? How he died and then I got a solid gold car?
I just think a solid gold car is weird. Like, it's a very soft metal. Like,
Yo,
any accident, it's going to fall apart.
It doesn't work.
Oh, I see. You also own a tow truck.
Yeah.
That drives
You ever
around.
notice I sit in it and I don't actually pull away until everyone leaves? Well, that's when the tow truck comes. It hooks me up and then drags me down the street with sparks and chunks of gold falling off along the way.
Hang on a minute. You mean to tell me that those engine noises were your mouth? That's good. You're getting good.
Well, yeah, I was working on becoming a Foley expert, but then I got this sudden windfall, and now I don't have to worry about my finances for a while.
I get really, really into my Halloween costume, and this Halloween, I was going as Michael Winslow from the Police Academy films. Okay, so we watched The Big Tall Wish, the 27th episode of the first season of the 1959 The Twilight Zone, wherein an aging boxer finds himself the winner of a match he thought he had lost, the result, a 6-year-old's frantic wish. But can a world-weary, embittered man still believe in miracles, or will he turn his back on it?
Spoilers. Fuck it.
Yeah.
He says fuck it.
Fuck magic.
Yo, actually, spoilers, the answer is yes to both of those. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yes to both. All right, so, I don't know. I don't got nothing hot to debate today. What? What are you talking about?
I said what?
Oh.
I didn't talk about nothing.
Huh? What? Hot debate. What'd you just say?
Yeah.
Huh?
Tell us what I said on Twitter. Tweet at me. What did I say? I don't remember.
Yeah,
you?
you tell me. I don't know.
Apparently I said a thing. Who's to say? But me. Apparently you.
Yeah. Yo, I don't remember what television show or cartoon showed me this visual image, but for some reason I have a visual image of confusion being just an old Jewish man and just a regular hat, just Jewish in voice really, just an old man, the pants above the belly button, just walking down the street with his hands out to nobody, just, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's the personification of confusion for me. Whenever I'm confused, I just think of that little man. What are you talking about?
You just think of one of the several Eddie Murphy roles from...
That's probably what it was. From what, Coming to America?
Yeah, Coming to America.
Or, I don't know, The Clumps, or... that's the whole guy's career. It's just playing stereotypes.
Yo, I hope they figure out a way to bring back those old men from the barbershop in the sequel.
Why would they still be alive? But sure.
Yeah, life support systems.
They're just like ghosts. Fuck it.
Please jump the shark and just make them ghosts in a regular barbershop, though.
Yep. All right.
No, bridge too far.
Brett, the
I'm out.
bridge too far.
No.
Hot debate. Is that a bridge too far? Ghosts in a barbershop.
Ghosts.
Is
Too
that a-
far or not too far enough?
Yo.
You tell us.
If we have ghosts in a barbershop, what's next? Tell us at home.
Horses
Where?
in a barbershop.
So it's always a barbershop.
It's never not.
Ghost horses? Wow!
No, that's a bridge too far for me. That's where I put my foot down.
What if they're in a barbershop?
Well, they're always in a barbershop. We've already established that.
Where else?
Where else could they be?
All right, fair enough.
I'm talking. Hang on. Hot debate. Second locations.
Too expensive. Debate
A
over.
bridge too far.
Okay. Finally, one we've solved. Only one location. Oh, good. Well, there you go. That's the truth. One location only. So let's move on to more truth.
What? Truth?
Yeah, in the truth hour.
But he died 50 years ago.
Truth.
Hold on, sir. Can you stop cutting my hair for a second? Did you hear that?
Truth.
Oh, man, you messed this. Oh, look at this one side. Can you even this out?
Truth.
Holy shit.
Oh!
You all right, guy?
It is me, the ghost of Truth Man.
Holy shit. What happened to you, Truth Man?
Well, I'm here to tell you there is no afterlife. I'm not really a ghost. I just figured if I started telling people I was a ghost, they'd just assume I was dead and leave me be and I could rest. But no, you have to bring me up and come and get your hair cut.
Wait, you're saying that when I pass, my soul isn't going to ascend to an ethereal plane that looks like a kingdom in the clouds where all my loved ones haven't aged a day?
Oh no, that will happen.
Oh.
That's right. Truth Man has a sense of humor now. Oh.
Now I feel even worse than when I got this haircut.
Oh, it looks terrible. You shouldn't pay for that. Don't even tip. Actually, you have to tip, otherwise the barber won't be able to feed his kids. Truth Man! Out.
Well, there he goes. Right? I mean, you can follow him if you want. He's leaving a trail of talcum powder. He's covered in.
Yo, did he just take that talcum powder from this barbershop?
It helps keep the itching down.
The truth is itchy, I guess. I don't... All right, well. You learn something new every day.
Not like in the pants.
Itchy pants? Truth is... All right, fine.
The truth is like a pair of wool pants. Itchy.
Warm. The truth is itchy but warm. You know, teach your kids that metaphor early. Which Dr. Seuss book taught us that one again? I forget.
Ooh, stop hopping on Pop.
Was it? It was like the ant
Poor
and
Pop.
And the grasshopper and the elephant was the Aesop fable. Right. All right, so go ahead and talk about some truth that happened. April 3rd, 1960. If I didn't say it, this episode aired April 8th, 1960. So April 3rd, 1960, the Charismatic Movement, also referred to as the Charismatic Renewal,
Oh boy.
began when Episcopal priest Dennis Bennett told his congregation somewhere in California that he experienced spiritual baptism accompanied by speaking in tongues. The media soon covered the event for the intrusion of Pentecostalism in the main line of church.
Don't you? You gotta respect the hustle. When the priest is like, "Yo, I'm gonna just babble," and they're gonna buy it,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my God, this is what God does," I guess.
Mhm. Yeah. Apparently, this was like one of the first, like main versions of people being like, "No, God, I talk to God. That dude's real, right there."
I talked to him through the priest. What does he sound like? A babbling maniac. Yeah, no wonder why people are always mistaking God's words for calls to violence.
I mean, they're just so moving. I mean, I don't want to calm down when I hear that. I want to get up and fight. How many people are going? Yeah, get them all, take him down. Only the pure survive. Yeah.
Did you know God sounds like a drunk, babbling old Irish grandfather?
Well, that's the truth. That's what he sounds like. That's the truth. So, April 5th, I love this personally. Like this immediate admittal of defeat, which is the name for the Oakland, California's new pro football team was announced.
Oh, really?
The Oakland Seniors were renamed to the Raiders 9 days later. A week went by. They're like, "Yo, we fucked up, guys. Yo, for real. Not for nothing, but yikes."
What did they play one game
I
as
hope
the
so.
Seniors?
I hope so.
Oh.
So April 7th, under the Unlawful Organizations Act number 34, the African National Congress and Pan-Africanist Congress parties were banned in South Africa. The result in the formation of the, I won't pronounce that, but Spear of the Nations, what it translates to, the guerrilla wing of the ANC, led by Nelson Mandela and others. Yeah, so that's the thing that's going on.
And then he got locked up and died in prison, right?
Yep.
No.
Oh, but I said it.
He died reading those Berenstain Bear books.
I knew he was from that alternate dimension.
So, of course, let's go on to the real truth in My Birthday Ninja.
Never win Shack Jack.
It's back, folks. So, you were born, in a past life, you were born somewhere on the territory of southern China, approximately 700, and your profession was digger or undertaker.
Again.
Jobs kind of go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand?
Yeah.
Go ahead, elaborate on how that works.
So
They gotta hold hands at some point.
you're a digger and you're an undertaker, right? So first you're like, let me size you up for this hole I'm about to dig, and then you dig the hole and you put them in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's right. We covered that the last episode. Those are two different things. Right, you didn't.
Oh, I wasn't here for that one.
You technically that
We're killing
episode.
it.
Oh wait, was I here for that one?
I think technically that episode exists in an alternate universe. I'm not really sure how that works. It was a prank that wasn't a prank.
Well, we settled on there should have been more Undertakers in the
In the WWF.
in the WWF.
Yeah.
There was several.
Yeah, there should have been more.
There should have been more, yeah. And he also should have had a real tag team partner that was just the digger.
Yeah.
He walked around with a shovel.
There was a pallbearer. There was an Undertaker.
If you want to hear more, go to the last episode.
How did I miss that part?
So, also, a brief psychological profile of your last life is you were a revolutionary type in China? All right.
Yeah, they didn't have revolutions in China.
Oh, well, in southern China, maybe. I don't know. Is that like... Oh, it's like Hong Kong. Okay.
Man, you just got this podcast banned. God damn it.
Well, I mean, all three of us are doing this show in Winnie the Pooh costumes right now, so I don't think we're going to last there.
Well, it's just so comfortable.
I know, right?
Yo,
I know. It's just, I can't believe it.
I don't know what you guys are dressed as. I am dressed as the Chinese president.
That would definitely ban. Yeah, and you could inspire change in a political leader, and no, you fucking could not. Holy shit!
You could.
No,
back then.
again, Southern. It's like Hong Kong, so that's you got a history of just breaking away. And well, whatever. Look up the truth for yourself. That's enough of the truth. Let's move on to the best hour.
Our favorite hour.
The Troy McClure Hour. Oh, hello, I'm Troy McClure. You'll recognize me from such sports-related injury films as Give Him the Old 1-2, 'cause you can't count any higher. Break a leg and you're off the team, a video coaching guide. Or That's Not the Ball You're Supposed to Be Touching, an education on-field sexual harassment. Today, we're here to talk about when to call it quits. All right, so Ivan Dixon plays Booley Jackson. You may recognize him from the 1963 The Outer Limits episodes of the 1965 Hogan's Heroes, and then he was also in the 1987 TV miniseries America, spelled with a K instead of a C. But then he also went on to be a director, and he directed episodes of the 1974 The Rockford Files, episodes of the 1981 The Greatest American Hero, and episodes of the 1980 Magnum P.I. Also, one episode of Quantum Leap.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, right? That's something. Next, we have Stephen Perry, who plays Henry Temple. That's the kid.
Oh, okay.
Good old Henry Temple, the drunk on the stoop, you know. No, you recognize him, maybe, from the 1959 The Sound of Fury, the 1961 A Raisin in the Sun, and an episode of the 1980 Magnum P.I.
Ooh, call in those favors. Hey, man, remember we were on that one episode of The Twilight Zone?
Oh, no. Did not overlap.
Really?
He directed different episodes, and he was in a different episode.
Right.
They actually did work together, Ivan Dixon and Stephen Perry, in A Raisin in the Sun, which was like a year or two later. Finally, we have Kim Hamilton, who plays Frances Temple. That's the mom. She was in the 1952 Guiding Light. Yeah, that has to be. That ended 2009. It's a soap opera.
It's the same one?
Oh.
That's
yeah,
the same
I
Guiding
think
Light?
so.
A religious soap opera?
Probably, yeah. The angels and all that.
I would love that.
That famous religious soap opera, The Angels and all that.
Oh, I think my husband's dying. What'll I do? Well, there's only one thing that can help us. What's that? You know, the angels and all that.
I love it when they say the name of the show in the show. I get hot on that.
700 episodes and they're still saying the name. I love it. You'll also recognize her in the 1962 Checkmate and the 1981 Body and Soul. You can see the full cast and crew at imdb.com. Let's start the film episode.
Yes.
You win this round.
And like several other rounds.
Most rounds.
I'm so round. Open on nighttime, city street. A man sleeps on an apartment stoop with a newspaper over his face, and it zooms in an article that says, Boley Jackson tries comeback tonight.
Open on bum.
Yeah. Yeah, drunk bum. Sleeping on, not to derail this already, but yesterday I was walking home in the city while it was raining. There's a guy just sleeping on the sidewalk, no covering.
In the just.
Yo, I was just like, I hope. My logic was,
I hope he's dead, so I don't have to feel bad.
yeah. My logic was, oh, there's no way he's not homeless. He's just debilitatingly drunk. He is just fall down, and that's where he fell down drunk. And he's like, "This is my home now."
Yeah, you know what? I imagine New York City is probably the best place to be just like a functioning super alcoholic. Because if you get completely annihilated... Wait, where did you guys
Yo, you almost got Delta started on a homeless rant. We would have been here for 9 days.
I'm just saying, imagine you're in New York City and you're just getting fucking you're getting polluted.
Yeah.
Right? And then what happens? Everyone's like, fucking drunk ass bum, whatever.
Bum,
here.
yeah, just
Yeah.
a bum.
They might give you money. They might give you money. They won't give you socks.
That's true.
They might give you money.
They might, because one time I worked a gig in the city and I was just really dirty and tired afterwards. And I was so tired, I just sat down in Penn Station on the floor, like next to a pillar. I was just sat down, I was just like almost falling asleep. And some guy just walked up to me with pizza. He was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "What?"
You wasted your good deed on me. I don't even need this. I ate 5 minutes ago, but just out of spite. Tuh.
Woo! Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. All right, so back to this terrible, terrible show. We get the opening narration. In this corner of the universe, a prize fighter named Boley Jackson, 183 pounds and an hour and a half away from a comeback at St. Nick's Arena. Mr. Boley Jackson, who by the standards of his profession is an aging over-the-hill relic of what was, and who now sees a reflection of a man who has left too many pieces of his youth in too many stadiums for too many years before too many screaming people. Mr. Boley Jackson, who might do well to look for some gentle magic in the hard surface glass that stares back at him.
How many episodes do you think of The Twilight Zone start off with someone looking in the mirror?
Ooh.
Yo, he loves his mirrors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at
A
least
lot.
5. At
A
least
lot.
5
I
so
haven't
far.
done the math
No,
because
but it's-
I stopped counting
Right.
at all of the episodes.
I stopped counting at 27. What are we on?
27.
27?
Right. And that's what we have. Boley looks in the mirror, and he sees in the reflection a child sitting on his bed eating. Took me a second to realize it's seeds. He's eating seeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, yo, who puts candy in their mouth and then takes it out with their other hand and puts it in their pocket? Because that was the only thing I could presume children were eating.
Who puts chewed seeds in their pocket?
I mean, like, what are you going to put them on the floor?
I thought he broke a tooth, went out, and then immediately went to putting something else on the other side of his mouth.
I just replaced that with one of my false teeth I carry around all day.
No, if you chewing seeds, you like wait till the other guy's not looking at it, like tuck it under his mattress or something. Ooh, this is...
You're not allowed in my house anymore. Because I do keep finding seashells in random places. And at first I thought I might have like a squirrel infestation, but now I know what it is, taken care of. Not calling that exterminator. So yeah, the kid's eating seeds and, right away, blackout. So we get our first sponsor. Is life too easy? Is everything going your way? Do you wish you could struggle? Well, get yourself a Thomas & Company sabotaging manager. Our sabotaging managers are sure to lull you into a false sense of security, ensuring you they've perfectly scouted the opponent's moves and can hand you the victory in the bag, only to reveal that they've been on the other team the whole time. If you think he's going to get away what he's doing... Oh. All right. If you think he's going to get away with what he's doing to you, you're right. I wrote it, and I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yo, I'm sorry, but I got a pitch.
Yeah.
Yo, can we just live stream you fucking trying to read classic novels on Twitch?
On the fly.
Oh, God.
It was the worst, best. Fuck. Hold on.
Yo, wow, 50,000 viewers in 15 minutes. Oh, my God.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. Okay, right.
We'll introduce it with a puppet dressed as a circus ringleader. Going, step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the freakish dyslexic man struggle to read even the most simple of words.
What is
Behold the magic as he struggles to read the words what he wrote himself.
What font is this?
Not but 2 hours ago. Yo. Oh my God. So, if you think he's gonna get away with what he's done to you, you're right, because that's what you paid him to do. Thomas and Company's sabotaging managers, because sometimes things going wrong means things are going right.
Oh, yeah.
That's also the punch, or not the punchline, the catchphrase for Dyslexic Anonymous. Sometimes when your mouth is going wrong, it means it's going right for us. Come join Dyslexic Anonymous. All right, so we come back and we're in Bully's room. And Bully and the little boy, Henry is his name, they have a mock fight about how he's going to win tonight. And then Bully looks in the mirror again, and he's like, oh, he gets real serious. Like, Henry, the boxer's face tells a story, not a book. Look at this scar. I got it in Philadelphia. And this one gave me an Italian boy in Syracuse. And this one over here, oh, I'm just a sad old man who's trying to catch a bus that's already left. Yeah, and Bully just runs his fingers along his scars on his face, and he's just like, ugh. And Henry is just like, you know what, Bully, don't worry about it. You're gonna win. You're gonna win because I'm gonna make a big, tall wish for you.
I'm really disappointed that you glossed over the greatest line in this entire episode.
What was that?
Unless it happens later, and then I'm sorry.
Oh.
But he goes, my arms are heavy. And when that happened, I was like, spaghetti.
Love spaghetti.
Somebody's got to say it.
Somebody's getting spaghetti, I'll tell you that. I'm making spaghetti later. So we go into the hallway, and Bully tells Henry's mother that she has a fine boy. Henry's still up in Bully's room. Like, Bully just leaves. He's like, well, whatever you want to do with Myra. See you later. She says, like, well, you helped him become that way. And Henry comes down, and he's like, don't worry, I'm going to make a wish for you, Bully. So don't be afraid. I'm making a wish for you. And they're like, get out of here, boy. And then Henry's mother is like, you know what? I mean, I remember one time I needed $15 to pay the bills. And then Henry told me he was going to make a big, tall wish. And then I got a check from somebody I worked for on the island. And it was for $15.
Imagine your kid is like, I have the power to make wishes come true. And he's like, how much do you need? I'll give you exactly that amount.
And not only will I do it, I'll do it after you work a job. It's called a paycheck, lady. You got a paycheck. That's what you got. Yo, I was like, oh my God, $15. Like, these people are so fucking poor. That's disgusting. Looked it up. It's basically $130. And I was like, oh my God, I am as poor like, I don't give a fuck racism level of black people poor. That's how poor I am right now. Like, I'm not even new age level of racism where there's racism like, don't tell anybody. That's the way we have it today. And people are like, back in the day, they were like, yo, tell me where they live. I'll get them right now. And that's how well I'm doing in society. It feels good.
Wait.
It feels good.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. I was watching some Tucker Carlson earlier today. So I'm pretty sure all
You were
that's
just
right.
watching some Birth of the Nations earlier today.
I'm pretty sure all that's right. You know what? It was him and some Bill O'Reilly I was watching, and I'm pretty sure that's what I got out of that.
Yep.
So that's probably all correct.
Just watching my One America News Network.
He told me that my money today is worth the same as a 1950s black dollar. I don't understand what that means, but I believe it because he said it. Also, it was Hillary's fault. So we go to the streets because of Hillary. That would hurt you, huh?
Messing with Hill Dog.
Messing with the hell, yo. You can't lock her up no matter how hard you try. You just can't. So we go to the street, and Bowie leaves to go to the fight, and people are wishing him luck, and I'm like, oh, you're going to do well, Bowie, don't worry like that. And Henry's watching from the window. He's like, yeah. So we go to the locker room. We're in the locker room, and Bowie is with his... I don't know enough about boxing, but I'm guessing his coach.
It's his manager.
That's his manager.
Yes.
Then who's the other guy?
The promoter. He's the promoter. He's like Don King. You know what Don King is?
Yeah, but
So he's
No, it's his trainer and his manager.
yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
it was.
the guy who's the promoter, like boxers have promoters, like their own particular promoters, like Mike Tyson with Don King. So Don King was famous for doing this stuff where he'd be like, "Oh, Mike Tyson, you gotta come." He sells the fight, but then he's like, "Actually, I have a whole fucking bunch of money because I know Mike Tyson's weakness, and I'm gonna put him against this guy, so fucking he'll lose, and now I'm gonna make a ton of fucking money." That's what the fucking promoters do. The manager or the trainer is the one guy who's just like, you're gonna beat him, Rock. You're gonna do so good. Just climb behind the ears. That guy.
The manager is there to get killed by Mr. T.
Hi, I'd like to be a boxing manager. What did you say? I'd like to be a boxing manager. Go smoke cigarettes and come back. You're not getting in with a voice like that, kid. All us boxing managers talk alike. So, he's there with whoever these unnamed people are. And the, I don't know, talent scout manager guy.
I just told you.
The one in the suit.
I just told you.
The one in the suit.
His Don King.
His Don King. His white Don King. His Don King.
That's Donald King.
His Donald T. King. His Donald. So, the guy in the seat, he's smoking a cigar, and Bully's like, "Hey, butt it out, all right? I want to breathe during this match." And the guy's name is Thomas, and he's like, "Hey, it's a package deal. You hire me, you get a cigar blown in your face all night. That's part of it." Again, the 50s were weird. I don't know. Bully, Thomas talks down to Bully, saying, "Oh, you were a has-been. Don't, you're never going to amount to anything." And Bully's like, "Yeah, well, you're a trash manager, so shut your mouth." And Thomas is like, "You're right. I am a trash manager, but my clients get good money to get smacked around. And you can have the same deal, buddy. You get in a ring, get punched in the face for 2 rounds, and then you take a dive. Guaranteed paycheck."
Oh, sign me up.
And he's like, "Yo, fuck off." And then after he tells him to fuck off, he's like, "So by the way, how am I going to win this match tonight that I hired you for?"
Wait, shouldn't he ask the other guy?
Yeah, I know. I didn't understand this at all, really, who he was at. Like, I don't understand why the promoter or the manager was doing the scouting or who it was. I don't know.
You got a Mickey and you got a Donald.
But yeah, he's like, "So what's going to happen? How am I going to beat this guy?" And the fucking Thomas guy, he's like, "I don't know. I've never seen him box before in my life." And the fucking Joe, the Mickey.
Yeah.
Joe the Mickey. and Bowie both look at each other like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And they're like, "What are you talking about? You you've seen every fight this guy's been in. And he's like, no, I haven't.
Ooh.
Good luck on your own.
Ooh.
And Bully's like, yo, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, son. and I guess he's not a very good boxer, because this non-boxer in a suit just slips out of the whole room. Not only out of his grasp, but out of the whole room in one fell swoop. And Bully punches a brick wall and breaks all 4 of his knuckles.
Woo.
So
I've never seen such a powerful slow punch.
Yo, like, they should have convinced me a little bit by, like, making some of the concrete crumble or something, like, just a little bit. I would have been like, oh my god, like, he's broken. So yeah, he's like, oh my god, darn it, now, you know what, I don't know why he suddenly goes to this, but Bully's like, you know what, I've given Henry 2 strikes on this magic thing. It's like, what?
Fucking magic!
What a weird time to pull that out of your ass! He's like, I've given him 2 strikes, but I don't believe in it. I just don't. And then he goes and fights a match with a broken hand.
You break your hand, and the first thing you think is, oh, the fucking kid! Oh, this magic!
Yo, that's a true dad from the 50s, man, right there. Yo, you're at work, and you're trying to hammer something into a wall, and you hit your thumb. Nah, the damn kid's leaving it. Toys around at home, and the wife always asking me what I want for dinner.
I haven't even taken off my shoes.
Beat me to it.
My shoes are still on. I don't want to think about it. All right, so after that, he goes out to get the... Actually, before I start talking about it, I hate... Because I've been watching some old stuff recently, and I hate that, like, 1950s are like, yeah, come here, let me grab you by your shirt collar, and now I'm going to fight you. Like, everything was just was a fight. That's it. Everything was a fight. Everything that happened was a fight.
Yo, lawyers weren't invented yet. Now you could just sue.
That's the good old days. I want to go back to the good old 1950s when lawyers didn't exist.
Yeah, you just solved your problems of violence.
When lawyers were just Southern men in white suits with suspenders. So yeah, we get a blackout and we go to our next sponsor, the Rooftop Pet Company. Is your child stuck in the inner city? Are you worried they'll never have a good relationship? Excuse me. Are you worried they'll never have an old-fashioned interaction? Fuck you guys! Fuck you guys in the mouth!
I was staring at you with the anticipation of a car crash. Oh my god.
I hate you guys so much! Holy shit!
Watching you read is fucking... I was like,
yo,
talking about suspense, man. I don't care how many R2-D2s you put in how many wars. Yo, seeing this man read, ooh, that is a masterpiece. Holy shit. All right, so the Rooftop Pet Company. Is your child stuck in the inner city? Are you worried they'll never have a good old-fashioned interaction with nature? Are you worried they'll lose their connection with humanity? Get them a rooftop pet. These pets have been specially bred to withstand the low temperature altitude and high-speed winds that are near constant atop every building in every metropolitan area. I'm sure you're asking, but won't they still die because of the city hawks that people pretend don't infest our nation? Don't worry. Upon the animal's inevitable death, present your receipt to a representative, and it will be replaced by an equally farm factory inbred dullard animal that will be sure to bite your child right in the face when it pets it too hard. That's the Rooftop Pet Company. They're closer to heaven. Okay. We come back to a boxing match. And we see, honestly, I genuinely, love this, and I also hate it. But I do kind of like it a little bit, where they show emotions just by hands. Just, hands ringing and crunching and screaming. And I'm like, I hate that end like that.
That was a really weird choice. You see little things that's very, very random-ass things that he does in the show, where it's like, I have to now dissect this, and I hate that I have to dissect this because it's always so obvious, and I'm like, how am I? Okay, I need to think about this. Damn it!
Ooh, let's dissect it. They did not have the money for a stadium shoot.
Yeah,
let's just film some close up on hands and
just change your jacket.
Yeah.
What's interesting, though, to me anyway, is how they shot, he shot the
boxing?
fight.
Yeah.
I always joke around about how Serling is award-winning, Rod Serling.
Right.
He won the Peabody for what became like this, I think, Oscar-winning movie that he wrote, which was Requiem for a Heavyweight. And it was this boxing movie, and it was the same thing. It was like, this was like the first time you ever see the way it's shot, where it's like from point, like POV style. And it was like, oh, you know what?
And you see the cartoonist punch, and the guy going, That Stallone would go, wow, I believe that boxing. It's great.
Give that man that award.
So Booley gets hit, he goes down, and the ref counts to 8, and then Henry jumps up to the TV because he's watching at home, and he jumps up to the TV and he makes a big tall wish. No, Booley, please don't. And then time freezes, and the boxers switch position, and then time unfreezes, and 9-10, Booley wins. What the? Oh, okay. We go back into the locker room. Booley talks to Joe, the coach, and he's like, oh, man, I thought I had a broken hand, but I guess I don't. And then when I got knocked down in the match, he's like, yo, you must have been in a different arena than me, because that is not what I saw. You never went down, and your hand never got broken. And he was like, I never went down? I never went down? I never went down? That classic, you gotta say it like 3 times.
Do you really think Henry had to wait until after he was unconscious on the mat?
Mouth? Yo, I don't know.
I want this guy to win.
Yeah, actually, I do think he did.
But let me see if he can do it on his own first.
Yeah.
And then
Same thing.
you just watch your friend get pummeled in the face.
I mean, Mom, I know you need money, or you and me will be out on the street, but why don't you work a job first? Then I'll get you the money. Work a job, and then I'll magic the money to you. So we go to the streets that outside his apartment, and the local gays and transvestites and drunks congratulate Booley, because that's what I saw. And we go to the rooftop, and Booley tells Henry about how he thought he was on his back, like during the match. I thought I was down, and Henry's like, oh, and it's like walks away in disappointment, like, oh, I don't know. And Booley's like, no, but it's okay, because I never went down. And Henry doesn't look at him. He's like, no, but I never went down, right?
Oof,
And he's like,
they shame that kid.
He's like, I never went down, right, Booley? Or right, Henry? And Henry's like, you had to have the magic. You needed the magic, so I made a big, tall wish. If you wish hard enough and believe, it'll stay that way. And Booley's like, I got a gut ache from wishing my whole life, man. What are you talking about? None of that's real. And Booley calls Henry dopey and says there's no magic.
Oof.
And that it was all me, Booley Jackson, who won that match out there. Me on my own. Not magic. Not nothing. And he hugs Henry. And he's like, I'm too old. I'm too old to believe, Henry. I'm too old. And he's like, you gotta believe, Booley. You got to believe. He's like, I'm too old. Yeah, and they go up and they fade out. And then, actually, I kind of mulled over it, but in this scene, there's one point where he's like, you needed the magic. You needed the magic. And Booley's like, what's the wrong with you, boy? Someone's just gotta knock it out of you. Just rub your face in the concrete.
Yeah, he's like, I'll rub your face in the dirt.
I was like, oh my God, is he gonna throw this kid off the roof?
Terry Funk promo.
Yo. Here's the truth, kid.
And thus Truth Man was born to haunt that building forever.
So yeah, Booley's like, I can't, and they fade up, and we look up into the light, and then we look back down, and it's the light in the ring, and Booley's on his back again. Oh, 9, 10, Booley loses, you're out there.
And he was definitely conscious for a second to be like, oh, I fucked it up, didn't I?
yeah. And I loved that. I was like, oh, it's been a while since we had a death hallucination. Although technically it's a career death hallucination. So, whatever, close enough.
I didn't know those existed, but...
Well, we just saw it.
Yeah, it turns out.
So the match is over and we go back. He's walking home again, and this time the local gays and transvestites and drunks just stare him down and go, oh, I don't know what happened, Booley.
Should have stayed home, you bum.
So that the drunk holds on. He's like, what happened? You should have stayed home. You should have used your right. Booley goes inside, but he stops at Henry's apartment, or Henry's mom's apartment. I don't know how. I think we established that children can own apartments back in the 50s. I think we talked about that. So he knocks on the door, and the mom's like, "You want to see my son? My 6-year-old son? Yeah, he's sleeping in bed. Go ahead, walk in." And Bully walks right in, doesn't even knock, just walks in the door and closes the door behind him. The mom's like, "That's cool, see you later." And Henry's like, "Oh, don't worry, Bully, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you did. I'm proud." And Bully's like, "All right, cool, just go to sleep. We'll play baseball tomorrow and get hot dogs or something like that." And Henry's like, "You know what? I'm not going to wish anymore. I'm too old for wishes, right? I'm too old for magic." And Bully's like, yeah. Well, then again, I don't know. Maybe there's no magic because not enough people believe in it. Yeah. And I'm like, "Oh, fuck you. You threatened to punch that kid in the face if he believed in magic. That's not how it works." And we get the closing narration. Mr. Bully Jackson, 183 pounds, who left his second chance lying in a heap on a rosin-splattered canvas in St. Nick's Arena. Mr. Bully Jackson, who shares the most common ailment of all men, the strange and perverse disinclination to believe in a miracle. The kind of miracle that comes from the mind of a little boy, perhaps only to be found in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it didn't occur to me until on the drive up here that St. Nick's Arena. I fucking hate that name. St. Nick's, like St. Nicholas.
Like
Miracles.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
So like it's supposed to be like Miracle on 34th Street, which I
It's
think
a
came
Christmas
out.
miracle.
Is it?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that movie again. I don't know.
Do you?
Well, I just to understand how that connects. Yeah, just stare at me. That'll point to your mind and stare at me. That sums it up so much. Yo, after that, I know who shot Tupac Shakur. I know everything now. I got all the knowledge thanks to that mind meld you did.
That's not the same thing.
I was curious myself. What is the implication in the big wish, if you will?
Well, the big tall wish.
Yeah, what is it like? Does he just not have that like con man scout manager or whatever? Like,
What do you mean?
the guy in the suit that like I've never seen him fight before. No, like,
Yeah.
is that the only thing missed? Like, what changed that he didn't?
I guess somehow he just undid the breaking of the hand, because that's...
Oh no, I thought it was just like he just like
Just fuck it. There's no logic.
the
just
entire
magic,
the
just-
entire thing just
it-
didn't. It was just
boom.
no matter what. It's like, okay, now you win. You like it's like little kid logic where it's like, oh,
Oh,
no,
but-
like you win.
How,
That's
how
it.
did you get the... Just no broken hand, just fine in the... Nope, you won.
It's like the
just-
story
it's just-
starts
yeah.
at 9 count. Yeah.
How did you get to the castle? Well, I came over that hill. Right, but how did you get to
Yeah.
the hill?
Mm.
And then I came over it.
Yeah, and that's
and now
fine.
I'm here. That's it. Right. Sure. Okay.
I love that. Okay, well now the wish gets undone, and Bully Jackson is both a totally washed up boxer
Mm-hmm.
and is crippled in his right hand,
Right.
which is presumably his dominant hand.
But then also somehow now might believe in magic. Maybe.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? My life is so bad. I gotta believe in magic. Otherwise, I'll just have to kill myself.
So does the kid not have powers anymore because he now doesn't believe in
Oh.
magic?
Oh, that's religion. Oh, that's how religion works. you just figured it out. We all figured it out right there. Oh well.
Shit.
Whew.
Whew, whew. All right. So let's move on to tropes and morals, if you will. I will. 11 tropes in this one, including downer ending. Obviously, he loses again. Real after all, which is, I guess, the magic was real after all.
Until you stop believing.
Until you stop believing, right. We also have ripple effect proof memory. Bully remembers the time change and all of that. I had a broken hand. How come what do you mean I don't have a...
Well, you were in the transporter at the moment that the time stream changed, which is why you weren't affected by it.
Right. And then the last one I wrote down was title drop, which they say it like 3 or 4 times.
A big tall wish.
A big tall wish, you say?
I did find it genuine the way that she was explaining to me. She was like, "Oh, not just an ordinary wish; it's got to be a big tall wish."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made it endearing. And then the moral is believe in magic. I guess maybe even stop being so prideful. Just go with the flow of a little kid and say, yeah, I did it. I made a wish. Okay, you did. Fine. Why do I gotta fight the little kid's wish? Like, what'll it do for me or him if I go, no, you didn't! I want it! It's on me! Leave your ego at the door, bro. Like, all right, so why would you make this? I don't know exactly why you would make this, but a good reason that it was made is because at one point, it was the most black people on TV at one time ever before.
Won an award, I think, right?
Yeah. I think it was, what, I would say Joe, the coach or whatever, the manager, the con man manager, and then you didn't really see him, but the opponent, and the referee. So that, but everybody else, which are the people on the street, all the background actors, they were all black people.
Yep.
Which is, at that point in time,
astounding.
Yeah, like, oh my, they were people who turned on the television and fainted.
Serling, I remember he said something about that around the same time, where he said, like, he was calling out, like, other writers, where he was saying, like, you're making such a big deal trying to find, like, oh, who's going to be the next big thing, who's the next big thing, but you're completely ignoring 50% of the population because of how they look.
Right.
And then, like, he got, like, a lot of flack for saying it. He's like, well, what are you going to do? You know, I'm a millionaire, so I say whatever I want.
People are like, shut your fucking mouth, Rod Serling. It's like back in the day when people were like, hey, let's start this country and we're going to write these words and all people are equal. And they're like, really? All people? Shut your fuck. Don't ask questions.
Shut up.
So this character has to be like based on like Joe Louis, I would assume.
Don't know enough about boxing.
Damn you.
Don't know enough about boxing.
Well, Joe Louis was like, you know, the first African American, like major, like everyone in the country know who he was, like, because boxing was the biggest sport back then.
Right.
He's also the first black pro golfer, because
really?
Yeah, because he played once and they were like, well, we have a strict like no African Americans can play here, it's just whites, and he's like, well, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you don't let me play. And they were like, yes sir. And so he played like a freaking PGA event, and they were like, all right, he broke the color barrier.
Boom.
Good
With
for you, Joe
violence
Louis.
and money, like a true American.
It's the only way the barriers can be broken.
With violence and money,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, eventually the companies go, oh, wait, we can make money off that?
Yeah.
Yay, equality.
Yeah.
Oh, equality month's over? All right, fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Change the logo back.
We believe in equality. How much can we get for equality? Yeah, we believe in equality. All right, so the next episode is A Nice Place to Visit. We get the Serling's introduction here. Greetings from the Low Rent District. Next week, we follow the fortunes and misfortunes of Larry Blyden, who plays the role of one Rocky Valentine, an itinerant second-story man who's shot dead in an alley one night, then goes to his just rewards, this little item being one of them. I don't know what it is. They don't describe what that little item is. Your guess is as good as mine. I got no clue. A cigarette? I don't know. Coin? Your guess is as good as mine.
It is. It's a wind-up monkey with little symbols.
It might be, because apparently it's a joke of some sort. It says, this one you can watch with a tongue in your cheek. It's called A Nice Place to Visit, next week on The Twilight Zone. Or maybe tongue in your cheek is about a nice place to visit. It's actually not a nice place to visit.
Fucking right. It's called A Nice Place to Visit, but that's ironic.
Yeah, my guess is he goes to hell, and it's a death hallucination or something like that. I don't know, whatever, sure.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Right. Cool. All right, so yeah. Let's do VictoryProWrestling.com. What do you got?
Victory Pro Wrestling returns live to Center Ridge, Long Island, New York on November 23rd?
Yeah, right. You can read that? Is that right, though?
November 23rd.
Has a calendar on his phone, has a laptop in front of him, stares 20 feet away at 0.2 font on a calendar.
Yeah, not even at a 12-month wall calendar. A one picture, all 12 months on one. Like, it's extra small.
Yeah.
Center Ridge, Long Island, New York, November 23rd.
Yeah, it is 23rd.
There's gonna be some things are happening. I'll be there. Puppet Delta will be there, and there's gonna be a cage match.
Oh my god. Now, how am I gonna get involved in that shit?
He just finds out. So is the cage going to be like up top and they just lower it down?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yo, a foot! Like, yo, you wish.
Ooh.
All right, so yeah, VictorProWrestling.com for tickets and other information.
Yo, it's gonna take them.
This is the first time they're doing it, right?
No, there was another cage match, but it is gonna take.
But it's
them
going to be a new ring crew probably.
So
like,
long to set up. It's gonna be so shoddy. But you should still go, and at least
This is going to be one of the few times where our hour and a half intermission is actually going to be necessary.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
It's going to take them so fucking stupid long to put that shit together. It's gross.
How do they hold it together? I don't understand it.
They
Zip tie it together?
zip ties and
No.
ratchet straps.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I think the original way they had to keep it together broke, and they were just like, we'll just zip tie it then.
Zip tie and ratchet straps.
Yeah, it wasn't amazingly put together.
I know last time, like, someone got through into the cage, and it like, really, like...
But don't worry, you and your kids will be safe in the
That's
front
right,
row.
it's the safest form of travel this side of the western United States. VictoryProWrestling.com for tickets and more information.
Huge. What do you have?
Yo, I got a lot. Let me tell you something.
You writing a novel this month?
Because it's Robbie, whatever the fuck. I tried that shit.
It's Robbie the Robot month.
What?
You ever heard of this?
No.
It's, what is it? Nanu?
NaNoWriMo. Yeah, it's like National Write Your Own Novel
Write Your Own
Month.
Novel Month.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, okay.
I've tried it. I've gotten not very far in years past. No, but this is very important.
Obama's in the Best Buy. He's gonna buy the Switch.
Oh, but now he thinks he's in the printer aisle now. He's in the printer aisle. A Bluetooth printer, he says? Get out of town.
He's a practical man.
I don't want to get too much away.
Yeah, I love it.
November 8th, very important day. Death Stranding comes out. PS4, you have to get it. It's going to be incredible.
Is it?
It's going to be incredible.
I have heard
Oh my lord.
terrible things.
You've heard things.
I've heard things.
I've seen every review, and like clockwork, it is either a 10 or a 5. A 10 or a 5.
I have heard.
Wait.
I've heard 3 reviews, and all 3 of those reviews were Konami said we're not allowed to review it unless we finish the game, and we're not going to finish the game, so we're just not going to review it.
Konami?
Or whatever it is. Kojima? Kogwami?
Oh.
Irajomi? Hiroshima? I don't know, man. I'm just saying words.
There it is.
Help me out.
Yeah. So, you gotta go play it. It's gonna be great. So, Jimmy Time plays the game on a Monday, right? And then he walks from A to B, right? And then he sees a big chasm, so he puts a ladder over it and he makes a little bridge and stuff, right? Now, I played on a Tuesday, and that path that to him looked like grass, now to me looks like a little bit of a kind of road. So I take the same path as him, because I can kind of see it, and then, oh, look, that bridge that he made is right there, so now I take it. And now I take that bridge that I didn't have the tools to do it, but he did it, and he left it for me, so now I can do it. And then when Jay Delta plays a week later, he sees what I have then done, because I've then built in a little shelter over here, and now he can use it to get away from the acid rain. You gotta play it. I need someone to play it with me. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, but you don't play it with other.
Yo, that's not true.
You play it adjacent to other people.
Yes, it's exactly that. It's asynchronous, and it's over 100 hours. I can't wait.
Yo,
it's gonna be incredible.
Go fuck yourself. 100 hours.
Oh my god.
No, thanks. No, thank you, sir.
Can't wait.
So our intro music is... Oh, wait. WWYG.com. Look at our shit. We gotta plug our own shit. Go there. It might be up to date. It might not be. I don't know.
It should be.
It should be?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it is.
But it should be.
Yeah, it really should be.
Yeah.
Like it really should be.
No, yeah, it should be.
No, it should be.
Yeah,
no,
it should be.
Like it should. Like get on it. It should be.
Oh, no.
Like I'm saying, get on the website because it should be up to date, folks. Get on it.
That's right. Check it right now. It should be up to date.
It should be
Yes.
up to date.
Up to date.
So
I
go
agree.
on it.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad we're in agreement.
The intro music is Falling Up Your Love by Kill Paris. For you, J Delta, I am Jimmy Time. And please remember that without the mistakes of others, we'd be forced to endure the pain of failure ourselves. Support the arts. The preceding recording is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed in this podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Why Would You Make This, its owners, employees, or associates.